Hello, hello, can I hear myself on Twitch? I can I hear myself on YouTube? I can as well, which means that everything is working, which means that I can switch scenes to the just yapping scene. There you go, hello, hello, hello. Give me a second to put my stream manager there, my chat here, and hello, 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 Swivy, hello, Jamie, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. And Jamie says hi and bye. Oh, well, I hope you're still here so that I can still tell you hi and bye then. And I wish you a good rest of your day, although you should be around the same time zone as I am, so it's mostly the end of the day, so a good a good evening, I guess, maybe a good late afternoon, who knows, but I hope it is a good one, and I hope it's not too hot for you, although I have news about that. And my computer just told me in a notification that, oh god, Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that tonight we might have some rain, which means that it will be a bit less what do you call that? Less hot. Well, a bit colder, hopefully, which is good. The bad news is that right now it is 36 degrees Celsius, which is very hot. What is that in Fahrenheit? So that our Americans can understand this. If my Google wants to, yep, there you go. 36 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit. There you go. It's 96.8. Oh, wow. It's almost triple our number. So wait, oh, they actually give us the calculation thingy. It's 9/5 times the degree Celsius plus 32. The fuck is that calculation, man? But yeah, that's the temperature today. Jesus, yes, Jesus, indeed. I don't think he can help us. Or maybe he can, but perhaps we should pray to Jesus and hope that he will lower the temperature, hopefully. And hello, Chip. How are you? I mean, that's a bit low compared to our average temperature. Yes, but Chip, there is one very important factor to take into account. You and I are not in the same country. And your country is closer to the equator than mine is, and generally speaking, your country is hotter than mine is. So yes, I do realize that for you, maybe 36 degrees Celsius is not all that much. To be fair, Sri Lanka is also quite hot, just like your country is, right? Now, I don't know which one is hotter between the two of them on average, I mean, but I've never been to your country. I can only speak to the one I've been to, and Sri Lanka is definitely not a country I enjoy, in terms of temperature at least, you know. Rain brought our temps down to around 80s in Fahrenheit, around 13 Celsius. Though I couldn't imagine that the humidity plus heat. Humidity is the real killer. Yeah, I mean, in France, thankfully, the heat is not all that humid, generally speaking, which is pretty good. In Sri Lanka, on the other hand, yeah, it is humidity plus heat. It's the deadly combo, which I absolutely despise, which is why I don't really like going there. But, well, they didn't really make the choice, did they? We even take coffee despite heating at 39 degrees. I mean, yeah, I understand. I drink my coffee every morning, regardless of the temperature. Thank God, during the morning, at least here in Paris, it's not like 36 degrees straight away. Except when we are in a heat wave in the middle of summer. Then it could be. I don't exactly remember. But generally speaking, yeah, I do drink my coffee in the morning. Even in Sri Lanka, I would drink tea in the morning and all of that. It's just, I don't like it. Not the drinking tea part. I just don't like the heat. Because the logical slash stupid thing that I can't stop thinking about is that when it's cold, you can always add layers of clothing or quilts or whatever you need to try and get warmer, or you can use your heater, which generally speaking most people tend to have a heater in their home, right? Well, I guess it depends on the country once again, but I'm talking about my own specific case, yeah. But on the other hand, in France, it's not really usual to have an AC at home. And on top of that, there is only so much clothing you can remove, right? Where in winter, when it's cold, you can add as many layers as you need. In summer, when it's too hot, at some point, you no longer have clothing to remove. So there is no way for you to change the temperature that you want to be at, right? So if you're cold, you can add things to make yourself hotter. But if you're hot, at some point you can't do shit about trying to get cooler, right? Which is where AC comes in, I suppose. ACs or other things like a fan or stuff like that. I am looking into something that is both a fan and an AC kind of at the same time, but cheaper and less wasteful in terms of the environment, because it just uses cold water in order to decrease the temperature in your room. It doesn't work as well as as a regular AC, but it is still interesting in my opinion, just because yeah, 36 degrees is too much for me. But yeah, we sometimes do get 38, 39 degrees in Paris. I do believe we've also went up to 40 at some point in the last few years. But yeah, bad memories for me. I prefer to completely forget about them. The only thing I can do is pray that we don't have another heat wave afterwards, because at some point the heat wave will die, hopefully. I pray for its death every day. But afterwards, all I can do is hope that there won't be another one during the summer. And more importantly, I can't wait for us to return to fall, and then winter, and then spring. Those are a nice... what do you call that again? Seasons. That's the word for it. Those are nice seasons. Summer is not, at least not for me. Oh, hello Deidara, how are you? I hope you're doing well. By the way, I actually thought of you, Deidara, and I forgot to post it on the Discord server, but I wanted to. Be very careful about anything related to Honkai Star Rail, because I saw a video of Braxophone. He put out an early access guide for Finance Kit. Thankfully, at the very start of his video, he warned people that talking about Finance Kit will spoil some things about the actual story of 3.4. So, well, sorry, Braxophone, but I clicked off your video after you said that. Because I don't want to get spoiled. I usually watch the guides, early access and whatnot, long before we get the character, just because I want to know and have somewhat of an understanding of how to play the character, and more importantly, how to build them and stuff like that. But this time around, apparently, we've got spoilers inside the kit itself. Which, I mean, technically speaking, when you take a look at his transformation, you can very quickly understand why there might be some kind of spoiler there, because this is the first time we've ever seen him doing that, and I assume there is a story behind it, and I assume that story will be told to us throughout 3.4. So do be careful if you do not wish to be spoiled, if you're watching guides and stuff like that. If you don't mind, then by all means watch the guides, but I'll probably be watching the guides after we do the story. And wait, does that mean that, because wait, now that I think about it, next week when we start the new patch, I will do the pulling session first, because I want my I want my my Finon, right? So we'll do the pulling session first. That means that I can't actually read his kit either before we are done with the story. Shit. So I'm going to play a character without actually knowing how to play him. Well, I guess that's just, you know, that's pretty much what I already do. There are plenty of characters whose kit I've never read, so average gacha player, yes. But this time I have to do it on purpose. Usually I don't read characters' kit, but not on purpose, just because I'm too lazy to do it, and I count on the guides that I watch to actually understand how to play the character. And on top of that, I just get a feeling as to how to play characters in general. You know, when I actually get the character on my account, I just test things out, and all of a sudden I will see, oh, this thing actually works. I don't know why, but this works well. This is how I function, generally speaking, unless I'm trying out harder content, and then I will read every minute detail in order to actually beat said content. But yeah, this time around, I will be an average gacha player, I suppose. Where was I at? So thoughtful of you. Yes, I mean, I feel like it's important to warn about these kinds of things. Thankfully, Braxophone mentioned it at the start of his video, so it was indeed thoughtful of him as well. And hello, Jamie.
Your world has a day-night cycle.
Oh, right. Hello and bye again.
Good afternoon. and good evening.
And let us enjoy the Rockabye Baby as well.
Rockabye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
But thank you for joining us, even if it's only for a few minutes. Thank you for dropping by. Are you going back to reading something, perhaps? I don't know. We were talking about reading, except we don't do it here. Basically, Harsher of Human Ego. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Finon? Harsher of Human Ego? Because there is a Harsher of Ego, right? Harsher of Ego. Oh, yeah, okay, it is named Human Ego. What do they... Oh, wait, what? It's actually the pink-haired girl, I see. And her name is... Is it Alicia? It is Alicia, yes, okay. And Deidara confirms it is indeed Alicia. I had completely forgotten she was the Harsher of something. I mean, to be honest, I don't remember much about the Flame Chasers. Like I said, I barely did anything in that game mode in Honkai Impact 3rd. So, as unfortunate as it is, I don't know much about any of them. I remember some, but some only. And some of them I didn't even know were Flame Chasers. Well, yes, Flame Chasers indeed. How fast can YouTube chat reach your chat? What? What do you mean, Chip? I don't know. I would assume it's pretty fast. I don't know. Because I'm using a, what do you call that? Another app in order to look at both chats at the same time. And that app is called streamer.bot. Very useful thing. And I did notice that at least on Twitch, because the thing is, I can't see my YouTube stream manager because I just don't have enough screens, I guess. But I can see my Twitch stream manager just because I need it in order to plan out the ads and in order to avoid getting in the middle of something when the ads are going to do that. But yeah, so I use that app in order to monitor both chats at once. And I do notice that there is a slight delay before what I see on Twitch and what I see on StreamerBot. But I can't tell you if there is indeed a delay with what I see between my YouTube stream manager and that app. Because some streamers have a delay on Twitch, but on YouTube, sorry. Some streamers have a delay on YouTube, but not on Twitch, I suppose. Huh. I honestly have no idea. I see squared. I assume that means I see. From what I've heard, YouTube chat is generally less delayed, but stream quality is lower. Streams on Twitch can have higher quality video, but higher chat delay. At least from me watching a Rimworld streamer and how he explained it. Well, my knowledge is actually the complete opposite of that. From what I know, the stream quality on YouTube can actually be better than the stream quality on Twitch. But Twitch doesn't want you to have a higher quality on another platform. So you're supposed to lock your stream quality to whatever you're feeding Twitch. And on Twitch, they allow you to upload up to 6 megabytes per second of data, I guess, your streaming thing. And I believe on YouTube you can upload more, but I'm not entirely sure. I kind of forgot at some point. Haven't Twitch been cracking down on multi-streaming lately? I don't think so. I mean, it is allowed. It is in their guidelines. I've read their entire guideline thingy before starting anything, and multi-streaming is perfectly allowed. The one thing that you are not allowed to do is, like I said, have a higher quality stream for the other platforms. So for example, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, and my YouTube stream cannot have a higher quality than my Twitch stream, which, I mean, I personally use the same encoding for both platforms, but you can use two different ones if you want to, but my computer would die if I would do that. So, and on top of that, I don't particularly see the point for me. But and the other thing is, you're not supposed to show YouTube chat on your screen, meaning that, like, for instance, you can see the Twitch chat on your screen right now, right? On the left corner, I show it on this specific scene. Well, yeah, I'm not supposed to put in YouTube chat inside of that. Although many people do it and nobody seems to care. So, because I've recently watched a stream from Duck TV and another one from Bran, I think, maybe. It might not have been Bran Online, I don't remember. But at least for Duck, I know. And I've also watched streams from AniNews, who has nothing to do with gacha games, except for the fact that he does promote some from time to time, you know, when he has a sponsored section. But regardless of that, the fact is that they are, all of them show both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I'm like, why is there a rule if nobody follows it? Why do I even bother? Oh man. Haven't watched, read that. I don't know, get all my Twitch news from LSF, Lamau. What is LSF? LSF. Because for me, LSF means Langue des Signes Française, which means French sign language, basically. So, yeah. Oh, our live stream fails. Oh god, I forgot that existed. But yeah, I really don't have the same definition for LSF. So yeah, I was confused for a second, but I do know that subreddit. To be fair, I don't really spend any time on there. I hope I'll never be on there, like as a post. I hope no one posts me there at some point. But generally speaking, yeah, I don't spend a whole lot of time on that subreddit. Al, there is your challenge of the day. You have to end the whole quest today. Oh god. Deidara, you might be asking too much of me. You know me, I take time. I take my sweet time. Although we do have a few things to do this week, because I would like to finish the Archon Quest, of course, that we'll start today. I mean, if you can finish it today, that's great. If not, like as usual, I'll finish it tomorrow or something like that. And I would like to also have a stream for a Jufufu. Because I have managed to save up enough to guarantee an S rank. Now, whether or not I will actually get Jufufu, that's another question entirely, but I would like to pull for her, and then we might as well, you know, do the, what do you call that? The, her actual quest, because she does have a quest. So I feel like we could have a dedicated stream for her. Because she's very much adorable. I will acquiesce to that, I guess. But other than that, what else did I want to do? Right, if at all possible, maybe do Skirk's quest. I've heard it's pretty good. So we might do Skirk's quest as well. We might actually do one Genshin stream, then one Jufufu stream, and then Skirk stream. I don't know, because I do want to pull for a Jufufu. I want to be able to use her if I do get her. And it reminds me that I actually saw a post on Reddit where someone was pulling for Jufufu. So they were pulling for the not orange cat but tiger, except they got the cat. They got Nekomata. So I pray to all the gods that this does not happen to me. But we'll see. One pull won't hurt. I have about 80 pulls, I think. So I think I'm close to 89, actually. I'm close to 90 pulls. Because I've done a lot of quests, even though my quest list seems to never end. I've done a lot of quests, some of the events and stuff. I've kept upgrading my Swabian temple as well, and all of that. So I've managed to get a decent amount of polychromes, but not enough to actually guarantee that the character. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, no rule enforcement or unequal enforcement is cringe. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't. From what I've read online, that specific rule about not merging chats is really not enforced at all. Which, I mean, it's nice because that means maybe we could do it, or maybe the problem is that one day they will start enforcing that rule and then we'll all be screwed. Kind of like what happened with the whole SAG-AFTRA thing, because they had that global rule #1 where union actors were not supposed to take non-union projects, and it wasn't enforced in the VA industry, and then the strike happened, and then they started enforcing the rules somewhat. So, yeah. Which is why I try my best not to break any rules, even if they are not enforced, because you never know what may happen at some point later down the line. The quest average is 2 hours to 2.5 hours. But is that with yapping or without yapping? That's the question. It's always the question, Deidara, because the quest length is generally not the problem. The problem is me talking way too much. You'll burn through that quest list eventually, someday. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I'm mostly doing combat quests right now, just because those are the ones I prefer, because it involves actual combat. Whereas the, what do you call that, the exploration ones and the rest of that, the rest of them are, you know, TV related, and I really do not like the TV related stuff. I know some people do and some people miss it. I believe that Chip, you mentioned that you may miss the TV sections. I don't like it one bit. So I'm glad that we won't have to deal with that anymore. I'm sad for those of you who actually enjoyed it, but me personally, I really don't like it. Oh, but speaking of exploration, I've actually explored all of the new areas. I've gone through all the puzzles, all the chests, and all of that. I did as much as I could to, you know, be able to guarantee at least an S rank. That's all I can guarantee at the moment. Speaking of ZZZ, can't wait for ZZZ. Gonna face off another team on a soccer match this Friday. Wait, are they actually? Wait, Chip, because I've seen a Reddit post about the video you posted on the general section of the Discord server. But is this like a series? Like, are they doing a tournament between gacha games playing soccer? Are they importing all of these models into a soccer game? Yes. Oh my god. The Wua versus Genshin, I think, was a fan-made one. Oh right, yeah, I would assume so. I don't think HoYoVerse or Kuru Games would actually do something like that, unless they had some kind of collaboration or something, right? If you make rules, follow and enforce them, otherwise you undermine your credibility and authority. True, true. Generally speaking, I absolutely agree with you on that. It doesn't really make sense to state that there is a rule and nobody follows it and you don't care. And I'm like, then why put the rule in the first place? What's the point? With yapping is like 4 hours, your average stream hours. Okay, taking it beyond normal. Well, I suppose we'll see. It's just the battle of the different boards of 4chan community. Fair enough, I suppose so. I mean, it is a fun video, I will say that. It is a fun video, and it is a fun idea to pit those games against each other. But the question I have is, they ported the models into the game, but what about the player stats? Did they just, I don't know, put Jinchi as Cristiano Ronaldo and put, I don't know, Nuvelat as Lionel Messi? Or, like, did they actually put in specific stats for specific characters, which would be completely biased because The statistics in a soccer game are definitely not the same as the ones in an RPG like Wuthering Waves or Genshin. As for stats, I think they're randomized. Ah, okay. Okay. I mean, it is a gacha after all. Randomness and chance is there everywhere, so I guess it makes sense to do it that way. Oh boy, I bet the comments under those soccer matches are civil. Feeding gacha tribalism at its finest. I mean, I suppose it depends on the people, right? I assume some people will take it too far, and others will just enjoy it like I am and like Chip is, because it's just a soccer match between characters that don't even belong to that game. It's just a fun little bit. Look at IRL soccer, plenty to take too far. Yes, definitely. Unfortunately. Which is why I've never been to a soccer match, and I will never. Even though I genuinely enjoy soccer and I've played soccer for years, I don't want to actually go see a match in a stadium because those those are dangerous places to be. I mean, for the vast majority of people, you'll be fine. But given how unlucky I can be, I'd rather avoid that. You know, do not tempt the devil or something. Sometimes Zhongli popping off being goalkeeper, but the next game he sucks due to how old he is. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I did notice that Zhongli was the goalkeeper for Genshin, and Kalkaro was the goalkeeper for what do you call that? For Wuthering Waves. Which honestly it makes sense because Kalkaro is a rather tall character, right? And generally speaking, you wouldn't have short characters like you wouldn't put Verena as a goalkeeper. She's too tiny. You wouldn't put Jufufu as a goalkeeper, or the one who's been made fun the most. You wouldn't put Carlotta as a goalkeeper, right? So they did that actually made kind of sense, you know, the way they chose that. You would put taller people as goalkeepers, generally speaking. Despite the fact that I'm not specifically tall, quite the contrary. Well, I'm not exactly short either. I'm average, I suppose. Depends on which country, on which country's average. But for an Asian dude, I am average. But I used to play as a goalkeeper most of the time, either goalkeeping or defense. Nationalism is tied to sports equals fun time. Add alcohol, yeah, and then people die. People become violent and die. Yeah, I never really understood that whole mentality. I mean, even though I enjoy football, even though I can get drunk plenty, like, I mean, it's not an issue. I don't mind drinking, so I could get drunk and all of that. I never really understood the idea of getting violent over a sports game. It's a game. I mean, it's sports, but it's also a game. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to get you killed. But yeah, it's just I don't get why people act the way they do sometimes. Or just put the fastest character as the goalkeeper to choke out all the shot opportunities. It could be fun if the character is as fast as Sonic or something like that. Otherwise, I don't think it would work out all too well. ZZZ's last match had their score 4 against 4-0 against Katawa Shoujo. The fuck is that? Oh, you meant fattest, not fastest. Oh shit, you might be right on that. Wait, I have okay, I know who the winner of this whole competition is going to be. It's going to be Honkai Star Rail because you just put little Ika in the goal as the goalkeeper, and he's going to eat the ball, and thus you cannot score a goal against him because he's just going to eat it. So, Swavy, you might be onto something there. And what is Katawa Shoujo? I didn't know that. I knew. Come on, let me copy that word. I don't want to write it. Thank you. Good news. HSR has a team competing this season. Nice. But fastest would work as well. Shaolin soccer is a thing. It's just, yeah, I guess you're right about that. I suppose you're right about that. I haven't actually watched that movie. I've seen clips of it online, but I've never actually watched it. It does seem like a lot of fun. And let me see. Katawa Shoujo. Oh, it's a visual novel. I see. There you go. Oh, wait, what? Yes. What? Okay. I clicked on a website. I am lost as to what it showed me. Katawa Shoujo, or Cripple Girls. Translated Disability Girls. Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously, that's the name of the game. Disability Girls. Oh, man. Is a Bishoujo style visual novel by Four Leaf Studios that tells the story of a young man and 5 young women living with varying disabilities. The game uses a traditional text and sprite-based visual novel model with an ATV style text box running on the Ren'Py visual novel engine. The game is licensed under Creative Commons. I see. So it's a harem stuff, I guess. Or is it a harem, or do you actually have to only go like a specific route of one character, right? Or something like that. I've never played a visual novel, have I? I don't think I have, as far as I can remember. Really liked how Jufufu's EP referenced a lot of old Hong Kong films, or the Kung Fu zeitgeist that used to take place back when. I have to admit, I completely missed all of those references. I have not watched a whole lot of Hong Kong films. I've barely watched any, I think. I don't remember any of them if I watched any. So I probably missed a whole lot of references there. HSR and Genshin might as well be visual novels. Fair point. I suppose you have a point there because, well, they do be yapping. Bro, your reverse 1999. What do you mean my do you really consider... I suppose, yeah, technically speaking, if you're just talking about the format of how the story is presented, because generally speaking, for me, visual novels often have choice-based dialogue, whereas Reverse does not have choice-based dialogue. But I suppose, yeah, you don't have to have choices to be a visual novels. It's just the way I thought of it, but it's clearly wrong. Yeah, all the parts where Jufufu turns semi-real / serious were references to old film covers. I think I might have seen some, yes, of those. And I do remember those moments in the EP. It's a visual novel with a free game on it. Fair, yeah, you've got a point there. It is a visual novel with actual gameplay and not just scrolling through the dialogue. Well, even parts where she doesn't contains reference to old films. It's overall a really thoughtful EP. Nice. I mean, generally speaking, HoYoVerse likes to have a lot of Easter eggs and references and all things like that. So it doesn't surprise me that they would do it for Jufufu or even other characters and all of that. So it doesn't really surprise me to hear about that. But it's nice to hear that and to learn about those references, especially when you are missing them entirely, like myself. I completely missed, or rather didn't even think of that, just because, yeah, I don't think I've watched that many Hong Kong movies. Perhaps 1 or 2, maybe. Once in a blue moon, a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I'd say. Anyway, you know what? I am going to start the game right now, even though we've only been yapping for 41 minutes. I know. It's strange that I'm already starting the game, but why not? Especially if our goal is indeed to complete the story in one stream, we might as well start right away. But speaking of the game and all of that, I did remember a few things. I started the Stygian Onslaught thingy, the new game mode, and I hate the bosses that appeared there. I don't know if you guys have started it. I didn't go through the last difficulty thingy. I've only done a couple of difficulties, like Fearless and no, not Fearless. That's the last one. I've only done something and menacing, I think, and it already pissed me off just because I really don't like the bosses that they selected. They selected the Hydro Talpa is okay, I guess. I don't mind him as much, but they also selected the I don't even know what the lava monster that you need to use burning on. That thing is annoying, but the worst for me is not that one. It's the automaton where you need cryo. You need to use cryo characters on that thing, otherwise it has extremely high resistances, and that thing pisses me off. I genuinely dislike that one a lot. And the worst part is you actually have to have 3 teams, like 3 different teams. You can't use the same characters in 2 fights. Haven't started. Then again, when I logged in for dailies, the event hadn't started for me yet. Ah, fair enough. I think I'm just going to go for max Primogem rewards, not the skin. Yeah, there is the skin, the weapon skin, right? But where do you even see that? Is it there? Wait. You know what? I might as well show you the game since it has loaded. Where is Genshin? There you go. Come on, OBS. I believe. There you go. There you go. And let me grab back my chat and this. My Genshin account isn't that whaled out. Also, the weapon skin only lasts 1 cycle apparently. Wait, what? But where do you see the actual... no, this is the battle thingy. Go to challenge. No. Where do you see the weapon skin? Is my question. In the rewards, I mean. And I mean, I'm confused as to why it would only last 1 cycle. That feels bad. Why give us a skin and then take it away? You know what I mean? It just feels bad. So unless you're making videos or constantly in multiplayer, no point in flexing. They did it to remove FOMO, I think. But it's even worse. Why not just put it in a shop and you can buy it later on? And I don't mean buy it with Primogems or something. I mean, yeah, they could do that, I guess. But just, you know, give us a specific currency like this dire prestige or whatnot. Give us this as a currency, and when you have enough of it, you can buy whatever skin you want from previous iteration of the game, or of the game mode, I mean. Why limit? Oh my god, I don't... Never mind. But yes, as you can see, I did not do the fearless mode because it already pissed me off quite a lot. This is what I did for each thing. 77 seconds. This one, honestly, Hydro Talpa is okay to do, especially with Xiangling. And I like this little thing that they add, you know, strongest single strike, highest total damage dealt, and all of that. This guy is honestly annoying, but can deal with it, you know. You just have to be careful not to use your Yelan or rather, if you use the same team as I do, don't use Yelan too soon, otherwise it will reset the gauge counting the burn on the boss. It did happen to me once, and I was pissed at myself for not noticing. And this thing I don't get, because the window during which it's not it doesn't have its resistances, I don't really understand it, and I don't really see it. The only thing I see is the difference between like when I actually do damage and when I don't. But I don't see something specific about the enemy or its health bar or anything that really indicates to me, oh, now he's no longer in super buffed mode and I can deal all the damage I want. Should I try Eula, Lamau? Physical resistance down. Does it have physical resistance down? Oh yeah! I mean, you could try Eula, but you have to time her burst exploding, you know, her sword exploding when it has its physical resistance down. Because if you don't, then your Eula won't deal shit in terms of damage. I mean, my Wriothesley, when this thing has full-on resistance, my Wriothesley deals like 10,000 damage per charge attacks. When this thing no longer have its resistances, my Wriothesley goes up to 100 or 150k damage with it with his charge attack. So yeah, it's a huge reduction. So be very careful if you do use your Eula here. But I suppose it is doable. And hello, Satru, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Have you tried Stygian Onslaught? I mean, I'm probably going to retry just try the Fearless mode. I haven't actually tried it. I didn't even want to, and I didn't have the time. But yeah, if I see that it's too difficult for me, then I'll just give up. And too bad for the skin, especially if it's only for one cycle that it exists. I don't really understand why that is even a thing, but well, it is what it is. So we'll see. Yep, and lost my 50-50 on Skirk. Ah, shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Who did you get? I hope you at least got someone useful or something, right? Who is useful though? I guess Tignari or Dia. Those are the only two I can think of. How many? Okay, yes. Good. Can I forge more? No, okay. Well, too bad. And I am at 1,000 now. Okay, good. I am replenishing this mineral ore thingy. Because I used quite a lot in order to build all the Favonius weapons that I showed you guys. So I had to replenish that. You know what? Let us start the quest. I've actually heard Paimon's voice today while doing the Stygian Onslaught thingy, the new Paimon I mean, and I like it. Likewise, I heard Keqing's voice, and I like it as well, the new Keqing. The one thing that really made me sad was the fact that Yelan did not have her voice. And I'm really afraid, I really hope they don't replace Yelan's voice actress, because I absolutely love her voice. I want her to still be her, but I guess only time will tell us.
A word of advice.
A certain knight I won't use. A knight of Favonius. Could she be a grandmaster by any chance? I mean, she could be useful, you know. The new Keqing VA, I have to get used to that. Really? I mean, I personally don't even remember the last time I heard Keqing. Like the old VA, no offense to her. It's just the character. I haven't seen her in a while, and the few times that the character was present in the last few months, they were unvoiced. So I feel like I kind of forgotten what she sounds like. Oh wait, I guess we can still hear her. Where is she? Keqing, there you go. We can still hear the old voice, right?
I am Keqing, Yuheng of the Liya Qixing. We live in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten. Join me. Let us bear witness to this historical moment together.
Wait, is that actually the old voice, or is that the new one? I'm confused. Because it's kind of like Paimon. Honestly, both of them I feel like sound very close to what they sounded like before. There is a bit of a difference between both Paimons, but here with Keqing, maybe it's just my memory that is not working properly. I think I can assume safely that it's my memory. Sounds like new. Okay, so I'm not completely insane with that. Not ascend. Profile. No, not story. You. Chat delays.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
That sounded like the old one, right?
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
I think.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Never mind, I don't know.
I am Kuching. You, in adventuring, as in business, you always have to see... Incoming! Speed of light! Don't blink!
I think it...
Hey!
I think it is the new one already for these things. Now, I think it is the anonymous. Right, because you can't see it. But for voices, it's written like the name of the voice actors, Kaylee Mills and Anonymous. Which I kind of find sad, but the explanation that people came up with for the fact that we don't know who the new VAs are for Paimon and Keqing is that they were afraid of being attacked like Kinicha's new VA was on Twitter and all of that. Which, honestly, I find sad because I just want, to welcome the new VAs. But I guess we can't have nice things. And happy lurking to you, Swivy. That's the old one, you fools. Really? I'm so confused. But I mean, that shows how closely they managed to match it because I can't distinguish between the two. Or perhaps it's just because I, like I said, haven't heard Keqing in a long time and I don't really play her anymore. I played her like 3 years ago and I think I stopped then. The new is only voiced for the quests. Okay, so this is indeed the old one. Okay, that's good to know, but that means that they really sound very similar. At least in my opinion. Wait, shit, maybe I shouldn't have teleported here, because I can see that ads are going to run in 10 minutes, and I feel like it might be a mistake to start it right now. So you know what, I will trigger the ads manually right now, a bit early, I know, but that way we won't be interrupted during the actual quest line. No, calm down, Genshin, I'm in another window. There you go. You guys get ads early. Isn't that nice? Aren't you happy? You have to voice Dane, by the way, and the Traveler. Yes, I have been made aware of that. I shall be the greatest voice actor that has ever lived, and I shall voice both. I mean, I assume I also have to voice Lumine, right? If she shows up, which I assume she will, given what the trailer showed. But yeah, we are going to do the quest in English. I don't really want to go back to JP. JP is good, but I really prefer English. And if I have to launch and start my VA career, then I will. Please do not expect much. Please do not expect much. I'm immune to ads, it seems. I voiced Dane myself. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy voicing him? Because at the end of the day, that is what's the most important part, right? And the Traveler and Lumine. Okay. I would have loved to hear your Lumine impression. You'll be able to hear my Lumine impression. And it's not going to be great. I mean, to be fair, my Dainsleif and my... what do you call that? My other impressions are not great either, but, you know, I do what I can. Why am I in this menu? I don't know.
Word of advice.
Yes?
Don't break the law.
A future career for you in
Anything
voice
else?
acting, maybe, Satoru.
Yeah, seriously. Don't break the law.
Yes, I know, Risley. I shall not break the law. Is there a thingy to do here? I think I've explored this region 100%. Yes, okay, I have. I have explored the region 100%. Good. But that also means that I have nothing else to get here. But I haven't finished all the, what do you call that? The local legends. I think I got most of them. At least once. Where is it? It's here. Yeah, okay. These two I got, but that's just because these guys are, you can repeat as many times as you want. Whereas these three are a bit annoying because they only pop out once. Bro, how? What do you mean, how? Just because I didn't take the time to. I just fought these things once or twice each, and that's how I got the achievements for them. For the rest, I didn't really spend all that much time actually beating them. You will pass out if you see my account? What do you mean? Why would I pass out? What's wrong with your account? Or what's right with your account, maybe? I don't know. I don't know which question to ask. Would you mind loading? I just want to get rid of the red notification dot, please. Please game. Did you crash game? Yes. You. Oh, never mind. The dot is gone. Good. And so are the ads. Perfect. Are they gone? Wait. Ah, yes. There you go. Because my stream manager froze, so I didn't know. Yes, that's the perfect question. Do you mean is it a good passing out or a bad passing out about your account? Well, only you can answer that question. And hello, Yan-san. I still haven't done...
Hermione and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
My god, I had completely forgotten how Yan-san sounded like. Because I think that for... Wait, is this the first time we've actually heard a Yan-san? Or, like... Because I, as far as I can remember, she was pretty much always muted, right? Is this the first time we hear her? I can't remember when was the last time we heard her. Huh. Well, it's nice to hear her, actually. Now we got her in the main Natlan quest. She was voiced during the main Natlan quest? Because her voice does ring a bell, but at the same time, it's been so long. You will be confused in this quest. I want to ask by what, but I feel like we would delve into spoiler territory, so I will refrain. I shall not ask.
Oh hey, Coach Yan-san! What are you doing here all by yourself?
I feel like new Paimon did a great job emulating old Paimon, I think. And some events, I think. One patch, I think. Really? Because to me, she felt like she was muted most of the time, but I will take your word for it. Maybe I just forgot. To be fair, I'm not exactly a fan of Yan-san. I do want to get her just because I know she's good and she can be a replacement for my Bennett in certain teams, but I still don't have her because I did not pull for Veressa and I still haven't had the chance to get her, I think. Maybe? I mean, I am going to do some pulls on Genshin when Emily comes out, or rather, when she gets her rerun.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
I like this Paimon more than the previous ones. Yes, so do I. Sir, you do not have good memory. That I know. I mean, it depends on things. But I do like this Paimon better as well. She's definitely an improvement in my opinion. But I feel like she still manages to bring the old Paimon energy into her performance, while still sounding less grating to the ears. Nobody replacing the actual Pyro Archon? Do you mean Benny? I mean, it's not replacing him, it's just that, like, for Stygian Onslaught, you need 3 teams, so I would very much like to be able to put Bennett in one team and Yan-san in the other, in one of the other ones, but I can't, because I have literally 0 Yan-san. So hopefully when I pull for Emily, I will get C6 Yan-san, which I feel like is not going to happen, but I can only hope.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Do I have to? You can use the same characters, right? Nope. In Stygian Onslaught, you actually need 3 different teams. You cannot, each character can only participate in 1 battle, and you have 3 battles to go through. You cannot reuse the same character twice. That sounds more like helping you.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
I used Bennett twice. Brother, I played Bennett with Raiden and Arlecchino. Did you do it in like more advanced, what do you call that? More advanced difficulty modes? Because I think that when you go up in difficulty, you can no longer use the same characters. I think I read that tutorial thingy at some point.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
No, not yet. Okay, I think that's why. Because I do believe that I also used the some characters twice in the first difficulty mode. But when you go up in difficulty, you can no longer use the same characters.
But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes. And there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Well, I mean, given how tiny you are, I would assume you are in the smallest weight class ever. And I don't know if there are many people who are as small as you are and competing. I mean, there could be, but I guess not. You said so yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
You know what? I would like to see this. I would like to see a competition between Paimon and Yansan. Although I think Paimon is smaller than Yansan, right? I would assume so, since she's floating and all that. I mean, it's not that she's so small that she's weightless. It's not in that sense that that I mean that. Haven't had the time to do that, actually. Yeah, I only tried one difficulty higher, 2 difficulties higher. I don't remember. I just didn't try the very last difficulty mode because it would have been a pain. And I think that I would have had to retry a bunch. And I didn't want to do that, nor did I have the time to do that. Good luck to you, because honestly, I don't particularly like the bosses that we are facing, except for the Hydro Talpa. The Hydro one is okay. The other two, especially the Cryo Automaton guy, really dislike him. And in her clan, even children are taller than her. Fair point. Fair point. Maybe it's something to... never mind. I was going to say maybe it's because she's an elf, like kind of an elf. You know, kind of like Klee. She's a child as well. But the thing is, Klee actually has the mentality of a child. I don't actually know how old she is. Whereas Yansan seems like she's actually an adult, but she has a tiny body.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Yansan's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
It reminds me of all the memes of Paimon, drawn as a bodybuilder. Honestly, it would be very fun to actually see that in game.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, I'll do it for you, Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
Brother, Genshin races are a mess. Yes, definitely. I agree with you on that. There are elves, the elves are the only ones who are numerous, right? We have several elves. We have Layla, we have Yansan, we have Klee, we have probably some other people, right? But like, for instance, we only have one Nekomata. We only, she is a Nekomata, I think, right? Kirara. We only have one of those. And yet we also have a cat girl, being Diona, who is part of her own race, and that it has nothing to do with Kirara. Because Kirara is a yokai, if I recall correctly. Like, it's so complicated, man.
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing! Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Where am I patrolling, though? Okay. Maybe I should have taken one of the cows. Well, I guess it's too late for that now.
Let's ride.
Ah, almost.
Rise with the sun.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? We should go take a look, right? Seems like...
Oh, my bad.
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
As I said, races are a mess. It's like searching in you 6 months dirty clothes. I'm not sure I understand that sentence, and I don't know why you you wrote fog afterwards.
Why is it hiding away here?
Hey, maybe we can maybe we can make friends with him. Where is Ella Musk? We need a translator. Never mind, even I don't understand what I was trying to say. If even you don't understand, then I can't really help you, can I?
Huh? It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in Natlan is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
There's something on the ground, though.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
The heck is this thing? It looks completely different from anything we saw, but I do remember in the trailer we had a scene where Paimon and the Traveler had this thing.
Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
I'm gonna go sleep early enough for now. I need to prepare myself in the morning to renew my driving license. Well, good luck on renewing your driving license. I hope it all goes well. And preparing much stuff later for my cake day. Wait, is tomorrow your birthday? Well, do I wait tomorrow to see whether or not you show up on the stream so I can wish you a happy birthday, or do I wish it to you right now? is my question. How do we work it out? I guess I'll send you a message on Discord. But yeah, I'll send you a message on Discord. That way I'm sure that I can be on time with that. Because I think that some people... it's 1 a.m. right now here, so yeah. So it is already your birthday today. In that case, happy birthday to you. There you go. We finally managed to find how to say it. Happy birthday to you. How old are you, if I may ask?
Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Uh-huh.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden.
The Traveler is surprised indeed. Maybe he can gift you that thing for your birthday. You should ask him. 26 and still a fucking need. Who cares? Do we actually need to think about those things? No, we do not. We have other things to think about, Chip. We have our waifus and husbandos, our doomed Yuri in Reverse 1999, our strange Bath Yaoi with Finan and Maidamos in Honkai Star Rail, and all of that. So happy birthday to you, and don't think about anything else. Flee your responsibilities. Do not take this as an advice.
Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Exactly, Swivy. Be like the, what you call that? The emote I drew. As long as you look like the emote I drew, I'm sure you will be fine in life. Alright, heading off now. Good night to you. Once again, happy birthday. Good night, rest well, and good luck on your driving license renewal. And I hope you have a wonderful birthday day. Like a wonderful day for your birthday, whatever you may choose to do. There you go. Good night to you, Chip. Bonne nuit. And now we have a revelation here. This is...
Excuse me. My apologies. I was just caught off guard by the absurdity of the situation.
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. The fuck now? It is the what now? Hibernation chamber on the spaceship. We have I mean, yeah, we already had spaceships in Genshin. If I recall correctly, the dragons had spaceships way back when. But I think this is the first time the Traveler has mentioned a spaceship.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. I've always made sure to keep it safe and sound. Wait, the Traveler has a piece of his spaceship and he's never said anything? What the... What? Oh my god. And where is the spaceship? Did they just park it outside of, like, on the outskirts of the planet? Is it orbiting the planet? Where is his spaceship exactly? Or did the spaceship actually enter the atmosphere and land somewhere? I have so many questions, but if this is not our key, then it must be our sister's.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
Well, there are only two of these. One belongs to me, and the other to my sister.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Wait, no. Descender.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. The Traveler is an alien on this planet. So, yeah, he's an extra Teyvatian, I guess. Instead of extraterrestrial, we would say extra Teyvatian. Is that how you would say it? Alien works much better. But now I'm very curious. I want to see his spaceship, or their spaceship, because it also belongs to his sister, right? I want to see it. What does it look like? What does... I was going to say, what does it do? It travels through space. I would assume so, yes. But how exactly does it travel through space? What kind of engine does it use? What kind of power source does it use? All of it. I want to know more.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
Well, our sister is the princess of the Abyss Order. The Abyss Order employs hilichurls. Yeah, that's as far as my theory goes.
The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
Or she gave it to him. For what reason, I have no idea, but could be a thing.
If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ensemble patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ensemble?
I mean... maybe we should tell them first? Tell Janssen first, I guess? Not entirely sure. Kinich Lover 69. Hello to you. So how's the story? Can't join from my laptop right now. Who is Kinich Lover 69? Is it Tosh? Are you Tosh by any chance? How many... It is you indeed, okay. I mean, there is only one Kinich main on this chat, I think. In our community here, so yeah, How many accounts do you have? Because you had Ktosh, I can't remember the one you used on YouTube, but didn't you have another one on... Oh, Baratek, right? You also have the Baratek account. Oh, man. As for your question, well, we barely started the story, and we've already learned about the presence of a spaceship. Well, the existence of a spaceship, I should say. And I hope you're doing well, by the way.
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Yeah, but we bear some bad news. Because if my sister was here, and if the Abyss Order is here, then they are up to something, and if they're up to something, that means Natlan is once again in danger, and by extension, the Collective of Plenty. So, prepare for war.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement.
Is it the Archon Quest? Yes, it is the Archon Quest, the latest one, which involves Dainsleif and Skirk, I believe. I mean, at least Dainsleif, I'm sure of it. Skirk, I don't know if she just shows up for her personal quest, character quest, or if she's also part of the Archon Quest. I think she might be part of the Archon Quest, but I haven't seen her yet. I don't think we'll see her anytime soon, since we just started it.
We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
No, she was so excited to be a part of it, right, Paimon?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Ah, yeah, well, there you go. I kinda had a feeling this might happen.
Huh?
Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Actually, I did, but okay. Sounds like Lumine is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
Really? I mean, perhaps in Natlan, I suppose, but Lumine seems to have this thing organized quite well, I think.
It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Again? I mean, you already just had a war against the Abyss, and now you have a war against the Abyss Order. I guess there is a reason why Natlan is known as the Nation of War. It can't catch a break, can it?
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
I think the Abyss Order might be much bigger than you think, Paimon. Or maybe I'm wrong. I have 67 pulls right now, and I'm at 60 pity on the Fire Imaginary account. I already pre-farmed for Firefly, so now I'm gonna farm more on my main in Genshin for Sitlali. Is she getting a rerun soon? Oh right, yes, I think we've already had that discussion. She's supposed to get a rerun soon. Will you have enough time to be able to guarantee her?
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. But that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far. So I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order. Right, yeah, I mean, I am somewhat connected to the Abyss Order, at least through my sister, I suppose.
Great, then let's head over together.
And there is the fact that we fought it before, quite a few times. Ah, there you go, the start. We finally actually started the quest. Depends if she'll be on the first banner, second or first banner, but if it's first banner, I just have to win the 50-50. I mean, I would say that's great, but given how many 50-50s I've lost recently, I don't know what to think anymore. I hope that your luck has been better, and thus I hope it will continue to improve even more, and that you will indeed win your 50-50. Yeah, I love getting Mizuki. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, well, I maintain what I said. I hope that your luck improves. I maintain that part, at least. I hope your luck indeed improves, and this time around you will actually get Sitlali. Maybe it's time for the third. Why not? Why not get a C2 Mizuki? I don't even know if her constellations are good, to be honest. But you know what? If you lose your 50-50 for a third time, then at least the next time around you're guaranteed, because you will get the captured radiance, I think, if I'm not mistaken about how it all works. But I think after 3 50-50 lost in a row, you get captured Radiance. So there is good news of some sort, I guess. Yeah, it's after the 3rd, I think. Okay.
Malika!
Well, you might not get the guarantee for Citlali, but at some point you will have a character guaranteed, which is nice, I think. I mean, it's better than if they didn't have that kind of system in place, right? Like I said, I do wish that our other games, the other games that we play, Honkai Star Rail, Endless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, I wish that they implemented such systems. I would say even reverse, but honestly, in reverse, I've lost a lot of 50-50s, but thankfully I had a lot of earlies to compensate, so I was okay with that. But in Wuthering Waves, after my Zani pulls, honestly, and even my Kartathea pulls, they went horrible. I mean, I was on a guaranteed on Kartathea, sure, but I still went all the way up to almost very hard pity, right? And same thing for her weapon. Talk to Mawika after this? Very well, I shall try not to forget.
Oh? Ah, great timing, Ian-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
Hello.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That is a good question, because generally speaking, the Abyss is not as confrontational, right? They are always trying to accomplish some kind of objective. Up until now, their objective was to get the Loom of Fate working, right? But I think in the trailer they said that it's already working or something like that. After this Friday, I'm finally free from school so I can enjoy my Mawika Kenichi team. So you'll be on vacation. Do you guys in Poland have 2 months of vacation for the summer? Because in France that is usually how it works. July and August are vacation months for school, generally speaking. Is it the same? Yeah, around 2 months? Okay, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it well, because when you leave school, or rather when you leave university, if you do decide to go to university afterwards, you no longer have 2 months of vacation. Not anymore, not ever again. Unless you find a job in the education department, I suppose. And even then, it would have to be directly in a school or something like that, right? But otherwise, yeah, no more 2 months of vacation for you. So enjoy it while it lasts.
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
I mean, their quarrel with the rest of the world is that the rest of the world exists, so I think you do have a quarrel with them. Well, rather, they have one with you. It's just that you don't really care.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Is the Abyss Order really with the Abyss, per se? I don't think that is the case, right?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
I mean, I don't really know the reason why the Abyss Order is called the Abyss Order. I would assume maybe it's because they are using the Abyss's power, but I don't think they are actually aligned with the Abyss, right? Because the Abyss only wants to destroy everything, whereas the Abyss Order wants to bring Khaenri'ah back, and its people.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
Well, I mean, we can hopefully manage to do that.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Dottore emote when? You want a Dottore emote? How the heck am I supposed to do that? I mean, I know technically people can rip the character, like you can just take an image online and make it as an emote, but I don't really like doing it that way. So I guess maybe I can draw an owl that would look like a doctor, but how exactly am I supposed to do that? I'm not entirely sure. We want the Tori emote. I mean, by we, you mean you, right? We'll have to wait and see if other people want it as well. But I will try to think about it, about how to implement such an emote, an owl doctor, I guess. But what would it look like? I will try to think about it. I will try to, and by think about it, I mean try to come up with ideas for it.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters.
But we can't do it either, can we? I mean, the song of something of the flame and all of that, reviving the people when they fight, that's no longer a thing, I think. Honestly, I'm a little confused about the details of the Natlan Archon Quest at this point. It's been a bit too long.
However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
I mean, why would I? I've been participating in every goddamn war there is on this continent so far. Every fight, every war I've been a part of, so why would I stay out of this one in particular? Especially because it involves my sister, so I might as well participate and maybe I'll get to talk to her or something. No, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
Ah, right, I forgot to mention, your enemy is my sister. Yeah, there is that. The current leader of the Abyss Order is my sister. I promise you, I'm not with her.
Yep, that's how it is.
I mean, I still would like you not to kill her, I think. But I'm not working with her with the Abyss Order and all that.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
Well, isn't it reviving Kandria and reversing the curse placed on its people, turning them into healer girls? That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
I mean, it's not like we're fighting directly, right? The last time we spoke, we don't actually remember it because it was part of Caribear's mind, soul thing, whatever it was. But we forgot about that. And the time before that was a very long time ago, I think. And, well, she was mostly called, but she wasn't, like, we weren't actually really fighting.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
Yeah, she's kind of cold towards us, which is not great. But, you know, she has her reasons. We've learned about that, even though we forgot. We still learned. As players, we know. The Traveler doesn't.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Yeah, except in this case, one of them is leading a kind of a cult in order to revive an entire country that was decimated during a cataclysm, and the other is fighting for every nation on the continent. So, not your classic sibling stuff exactly.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
Yeah. I mean, especially since one of them is a descender and the other is not, I guess, but still, we have one descender in the story, so, you know, it brings the stakes much higher than for usual sibling rivalries.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position.
I mean, even though we hate the Abyss Order, I don't think we would go as far as killing our own sister, would we?
Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Masters of the Nightwind, which one are those? I think that was Sitlali's tribe, right? Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Very well. It is Sitlali, and I have not forgotten, Ktosh. I shall speak to Mawika again. Hello.
And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done.
Thank you, because that wouldn't be right. I mean, I agree with her. Yeah, there is no reason to blame Ether for whatever Lumine is doing.
Still, if we manage to find your sister, you wouldn't mind if I gave her a good punch to teach her a lesson, would you?
Oh shit. Well, I mean, whatever happens between the two of you, happens between the two of you. I see. So, Mawika wants to punch my sister. I mean, I understand. My sister is currently killing her people. So, yeah, I get it. I mean, if it's just one punch. I was going to say, how bad can it be? But the problem is, the last time I saw Mawika punch something, she put a hole in the sky. So I don't know if I really want Mawika to punch Lumine. I don't know how powerful Lumine is supposed to be, so although to be fair, Mawika had the power of all the Natlan heroes and all of that, right?
Let's ride!
So she was kind of cheating, kind of. One Punch Man mentioned. This time around it would be One Punch Woman. Maybe it could be a spin-off, who knows?
Look, it's Hilali.
Hello. Are you drunk?
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Yes, and I brought booze.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Sitlali out of the house.
You probably shouldn't have said that, Paimon.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
My main account is so cooked I can't even go higher than hard mode in the new event. And by the way, the new event is a permanent endgame content, right? Yes. Yes, it is. And, I mean, your Kenichi team should perform well with the lava boss, I would assume, right? As for the other two, I don't really know. I mean, for the third one, you need ice characters, basically. And for the first one, a pyro character could be good. Xiangling works really well on the Hydro Tulpa. For the last boss, the third one, the Automaton, I don't really know what to use. I use a combination of Shenhe, Wriothesley, Mawika, and Shilonen, I think? Maybe? Probably? I think that's what I used. But I didn't do the highest difficulty mode yet. Because it is actually genuinely quite hard. Oh, never mind. I think I tried it once or twice, but my Wriothesley kept getting one shot by whatever hydro power that automaton was using. So it was really annoying. But yeah, Yeah, okay, so I will have to retry it many times. I mean, I can go Orlake in each and then Nuvalet freeze, but it's just not enough damage. Like, my builds are just not enough, so I asked a friend to help since... why can't I see that? Since he's playing for a long time right now, so he has good builds. I mean, if I recall correctly, you can do the event in co-op, but the actual rewards of Primogems and the feather thingy that allows you to reroll artifacts, those can only be obtained through beating the mode in solo, if I'm not mistaken.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
But are they the real villains here? I mean, if you look at it from the Abyss Order's perspective, they just want, you know, to, what do you call that? To revive their country. So it's kind of understandable. And yes, I do have a mother. How are you, Brigitte? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I can't do the first and second rooms of the 5th difficulty, but the 3rd one was easy. Right, but that's because you have Skirk and Escoffier, right? I would assume with those two, it is easier, right? Good luck to you on that. I'm still trying that last bit of difficulty, like the fearless one. I mean, I'm not trying it right now, obviously, but I will have to retry it again and again until I actually manage to do it. But good luck to you. It is quite difficult. I mean, I would assume your account is more geared towards cryo characters since that's what you told me, right? So, I mean, for the Hydro Talpa, you can use Xiangling. Like I've mentioned it to Ktosh, she works rather well. As for the one in the middle, which one? Oh, the lava one. The lava one is a pain, but if you have burning, you can also use Chevreuse, because apparently Chevreuse helps a lot, especially with her burst. She helps a lot to fill out that gauge in order to get the boss to lower its resistances. So that could be a thing as well.
Hey! She's saying your sister has poor taste.
Right, I actually didn't even consider that. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. If I were her, I'd have changed that name a long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
Not just a member, I'm afraid.
I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Well, clearly not, because we agreed with you, so it's okay.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Oh, out of nowhere, they just happened to come by here.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
It wasn't going to go badly.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Let's get him indeed. Oh, we only have 2 of them?
Let's ride.
Yoo-hoo!
A moment, please.
Oh, more. I see.
Strike a pose! Alright.
Oh. He died to my Shalonen.
Much better. That's more like it.
Never mind, it didn't die from my Shalonen, it actually died from Furina, probably. I can't type on my laptop since I don't have a verified account. What do you mean? You don't have a verified account? What are you talking about, Ktosh? And where did your Ktosh account go? Like, what's going on there?
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold.
I'm trying Mawika with Nahida, Sitlali, and Bennett on Talpa. She crits on the all 320 to 400k, but it didn't help. I mean, yeah, the difficulty 5, I think, like is it the fearless mode? I think that's what they call it. The boss really become HP sponges, like damage sponges. You really need to do a lot of damage on them, which is kind of a pain. But why are you using Nahida on that, on the Hydro Talpa? Like, it might be better to use Nahida on the lava monster, because that way she will enable burning on that monster, and thus you'll be able to get the monster's resistance down. Wouldn't it be better to put Nahida in the second boss fight, and put maybe Shilonen in the first one? Yeah, you can put Shilonen on the first one, especially because on the third one you can't have anyone other than Cryo and Hydro characters for your Skirk, right? So I think maybe you should do that way. The chat is for verified accounts only. I think the rule is supposed to be like your account is supposed to be 2 weeks old, and you're supposed to verify your account, your email. I think that's it, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've messed with these settings for my chat, so I don't remember the exact conditions for them. But I haven't changed them, so why do you not have access to your Ktosh account? So that's why I'm a bit confused. I didn't have a... Oh, you don't have Shilonen. Ah, that's too bad. I mean, Kazuha... never mind. Kazuha would have a problem because he can't actually use Viridescent Venerer on the Pyro, because the Hydro Talpa is constantly Hydro. Trying to think, but I'm not entirely sure what to do. Other than that, Moika, Sitlali, Bennett. I don't have an idea for a fourth one, because I don't really see the point of Nahida. I mean, technically Nahida will give EM to your Mawika, and since your Mawika is constantly going to be vaping, it can help. But if you don't use Chevreuse in an overload team on the second boss, then you should probably use Nahida on that second boss, because of the whole burning team. I used the Chevreuse on the first boss, on the Hydro Talpa, because it actually works. You can get overloaded on that boss. I've seen it. And I used Raiden Shogun, Chevreuse, Xiangling, and Bennett. And that way my Xiangling could vape all day long, and on top of that, she would have the 40% rest red on pyro damage thanks to Chevreuse. So that worked out pretty well. That could be a thing as well if you want to try that. But that, like I mentioned, those are tries that I made on the 4th difficulty, I think, on Menacing or something like that. I haven't spent all that much time on the 5th difficulty, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I've only tried the Cryo dude with Risley, just because I struggle with that fight, so I wanted to do that one first to see if I needed to change things. No, it's 5? What do you mean it's 5? Do you mean Menacing? Do you mean Fearless is 5? 6 is the last. And wait, oh, you're struggling on the 5th one. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I mean, I managed to do it with my with the team I mentioned on the 5th difficulty, I think. I may be a bit confused with the numbers. You know what? I'll take a look at it once I'm out of this dialogue.
Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
Why are you so happy about it? The fight is already over, Paimon.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Never mind, we still have more to do. Oh wait, I have a Citlali now? Okay.
Burn it down!
Let's begin.
Forward! Crush them!
Forward, where? Ah, wait, okay, so... Are there more oh no, they are just... wasting my HP. I see. Thank you, guys. Thank you for killing my HP. I forgot about those guys. Can I... Oh, shit. Of course, I can't check this for now. Oh. Candlelight... no, Dark Light Candlesticks. Created by believers in the Abyss and Chaos, will constantly absorb nearby characters' elemental energy and convert it into void wards. Destroy those wards as quickly as possible to retrieve the converted elemental energy. It would be very nice if I had Skirk.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it! The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance!
Wait, did my... wait, what? Apparently my Mawika died. I was not aware of what was happening here. How did my Mawika die? I'm so confused. What happened? Yeah, I'd like to revive her.
Let's ride!
No, I'd like you.
Hear the echoes of the...
And I'd like to heal you. Thank you.
Warriors, attack! After them!
How did she die, though? I'm so confused. I don't really know what happened there.
Let the world collide! Strike a pose!
Oh.
Fulfill our pact!
No, it managed to drain... Ah, there you go.
You must be the
What do you mean I can't use my burst? Of course I can.
Mess with the masters of the Night Wind.
All who resist the Abyss will pay the price!
Haha, you can't move. Well, shit, you can sometimes. Oh god.
Get to work.
Okay, maybe it can
For
move.
the wrath of Eastleigh. Let the mountain's veins boil.
Haha, you can't move anymore.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
This fight went horribly wrong.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
You say that because you do not fight.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Night Wind.
I think you might be expecting too much there, Citlali, but yeah, you do you, as long as you're happy. And hello, Lust717. Welcome to the stream.
Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
Of course she wants to get drunk. Yeah, there you go. You arrived right on time, Lust, to see Citlali getting drunk. Maybe, but I can't guarantee that she'll actually be there to get drunk. How are you? I am doing well. I am doing hot, I should say. It's very hot where I am. It's 36 degrees Celsius, so I am slowly dying because of that. But other than that, I am doing very well. I hope you're doing well as well. And thank you very much for the follow. I really do appreciate it, and welcome to our very strange community, but it is a nice one nonetheless.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Well, they did manage to kill my Mawika. that part may be on me more than it was on thanks to them. I honestly still don't know what happened to my Mawika. I'll have to watch my my own stream back just to understand what the hell happened. Is Genshin or ZZZ fun? I don't know, because I played like 20 minutes of both and I don't know what to feel. Well, I personally play both, and I've been playing Genshin for 3.5 years, close to 5 years probably, I don't know at this point. And ZZZ I started last December, and I really enjoy both. The story of Genshin really hooked me up, though to be fair, I had stopped playing video games for a couple of years before I started Genshin, so maybe there was that to take into account as well. As for ZZZ, I wasn't exactly convinced at first because it looked too goofy, but I was genuinely surprised at the quality of the writing for ZZZ. I really enjoyed the story and the characters and all of that. So personally, I really enjoyed them, especially in terms of the actual gameplay. Both of them are very interesting. I would say I prefer the combat of ZZZ. Yeah, overall I would prefer the combat of ZZZ and Wuthering Waves. It feels more reactive, and, well, technically Genshin has its reactions with the elements and all of that, but I prefer the way the combat feels in Zenless Zone Zero. But I really do enjoy both of them. The scenery is beautiful, especially the exploration part of Genshin and all of that. So, I mean, it all depends on your own taste. Like, if you don't like this type of game, then, well, you probably won't like either one of those. But I personally have a lot of fun with them.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
Fun to hear. I will give it a proper shot. Yeah, I would suggest that you give it a proper shot, more than just 20 minutes, because in 20 minutes I feel like you don't have really enough time to properly discover what the game has to offer, especially because in the first 20 minutes you spend most of the time, you know, in tutorials and stuff like that. But once you really get into the game, into the stories and all of that, it just grows better and better. It improves all the time. In my opinion, Genshin has come a long way. I mean, the game was already pretty good at launch. I didn't start at launch. I started a year later or 2 years later. I don't remember. But the game was already pretty good when I started, but I feel like it kept improving. Same thing for Zenless Zone Zero, especially in terms of story. I didn't start at launch either. I started a few months after. And at first, the story is a bit goofy and all of that. But slowly, it becomes more and more serious. It retains a bit of goofiness, I will say. But it becomes like the classic nature of Zenless, of how goofy it is. But the serious part of the story is really well put together. And the cutscenes are also really well put together. All of it, honestly, I am glad I decided to take a chance and actually play the game. Because at first I didn't think I would ever play Zenless Zone Zero. But I did, and now I keep playing it. And technically speaking, it's the game I've streamed the most over the past 6 months thus far. Though to be fair, I had a lot of catching up to do in Zenless. Whereas in Genshin, I've already caught up to most of the stories there. And like I said, the fun thing about Genshin and even Zenless now is that you have a lot of content, a lot of stories to do. So at least you won't get bored, unless you really don't like the story or the gameplay and all of that. You'll always have plenty of things to do if you start now.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I mean, yeah, probably. Like, always, Citlali.
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Lumine to talk to me, could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Ah, yes, you wanted to get drunk with us. Is that it? I mean, you would get drunk and I would bring you home at the end, right? I can't be the only one who thinks Paimon's voice is annoying, right? No, you're not. And technically speaking, this Paimon that you are hearing right now is not the same as the original one. Starting with this patch, they changed the what do you call that? The voice actress, and right now the voice actress had only enough time to record for this patch specifically, but slowly they are going to replace the entirety of Paimon's voice line because of the change in voice actresses. And honestly, this Paimon sounds much nicer than the old Paimon in my opinion, and it is the opinion of many people. Now it will all depend, because like it will all depend on your own taste and your own way of hearing it, because I know that some people didn't mind the old Paimon, but yeah, this is actually new Paimon that you're hearing right now. So this is not the Paimon that you will hear if you start the game now. Because those files have not been changed yet. Those voice lines have not been changed yet, but they will be eventually. That being said, given the amount of dialogue Paimon has, I don't know how long it will take them to change all of those dialogue lines.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Ah, can I finally look at my menus, please? I promised Druk, I said to Druk that I would look at my menus. I'm not allowed to look at my menus, am I? You're teleporting me away. Ah, okay. No, never mind. I am allowed. Good. Druk, let me take a look at my own thingy. Never mind. I only did... I didn't do difficulty 5. Okay. So there is a difficulty on top of the difficulty that I've already done. Let me... Okay, can I go to challenge real fast? Yeah, I can teleport away. I'll teleport back to the quest line and all of that. You know what? Since we are having some ads that are going to run, I will run the ads while we talk about this thing. Because this is just me responding to a specific question. And then after the ads, we'll start the... what do you call that? The actual quest again. And let me pop the ads, that way we'll get rid of those. There you go. Come on, start, and then leave me alone. There you go. Okay, ads have started. Okay, so I was actually wrong. So, or rather, it's not that I was wrong, it's that there was another difficulty that I haven't done yet. But where do you see that difficulty? Because the only other one is Fearless, right? Or is there is there another one after Fearless in that case? But I guess I was wrong. So this is only difficulty 4. So on top of Fearless, I have another one to deal with. Oh, fuck me. I don't want to. Fearless does sound already quite annoying to deal with. And I was planning on stopping there at Menacing. Because I already got most of the challenges. It will appear after you complete difficulty 5. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, I guess I will try difficulty 5, but I'm not trying difficulty 6. I refuse to. No, never mind. I will probably actually try it. Although I have to first be able to actually deal with difficulty 5. You know what? While the ads run, I might as well try one. This is not the team I had first. What did I want here? Who did I have here? I feel like I had someone else. Oh, Chevreuse. Where is my Chevreuse? Chevreuse, where are you? There you go. This should work. Okay, you know what? I will only try the Talpa while the ads are running. And because I don't want to deal with the other one, the cryo automaton thing. It annoys me. Let me try the Talpa real quick. Hopefully I won't die. I'm not entirely sure what is going to happen here.
Illusion shattered. Stop right there. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Why do they never miss?
You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the...
Shine
No,
down.
I need some energy.
Drop your weapons. Now you shall perish.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm dealing enough damage here.
Boba, get them!
Everybody stand.
Eat this!
You asked for it. Stop right there. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not dealing enough damage here. Yeah, no, this team is not going to work out. Holy hell.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Justice will prevail. Final warning. Drop your weapons. Now you shall perish.
Wait, what the fuck is this thing? Wait, what is this thing? Since when does this thing have a shield?
I'm going in.
You're toast! Boba, get them!
You asked for it. Stop right there. Drop your weapons. Torn to oblivion.
Holy! I don't know if you guys saw that, but my poor Raiden almost
There's no
died.
escape.
Nice and spicy!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Eat this!
Ouch!
Justice will prevail. Drop your weapons. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, we were close, I will say. We were close, but I feel like this team is probably not good enough. I will have to change teams. But this is not the point of this of today's stream. So I will have to retry it, but probably with something else. Yeah, we'll see. But okay, so at least the Hydro Tulpa seems to be doable. But the ice one I actually tried and failed miserably at least 2 or 3 times, I think. No more than that because I didn't have the time to retry more than that. But yeah. So as you can see, this team almost did it. I feel like we didn't have that much to go through. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll have to retry that later on. Sometimes it feels like the less HP they have, the harder it is to kill them. Could be, I mean, some of these bosses have phases during which they have higher resistances, and therefore you deal less damage. I don't think that is the case for the Hydro Tulpa, but it is the case for the what's his name again? The lava monster, and it is also the case for the automaton, the secret source automaton thingy. They both have phases during which they have a lot of resistances, like huge resistances, honestly. And you have to really time your damage to fall in the phase during which their resistances are lowered. Is VTubing fun? I'm shy and I want to stream. Sorry for so many questions. The popular streamers don't answer me. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, it is fun. I mean, the VTubing part, like the little PNG that I'm using is there. I don't really pay much attention to it. I added the owl just because because of my name, Happy Owl TV, right? So that's not really a huge part of of me, the VTubing aspect, I would say. But the actual streaming part is really fun. Even if you're shy. I mean, I myself am not really that outgoing as a person. I typically don't... Wait, because if I start answering your question, but then I trigger the quest, it might be a bit of a problem. But what I was going to say is... I'm not really the type of person who goes to people. If people come to me and talk to me,
don't break the law.
I don't mind it. Wait, stop, stop yapping. Otherwise, I can't focus on my own yapping. So I don't exactly know if I can consider myself to be shy or not, but the fact is that generally speaking, I don't really go out much or talk to people much. But streaming for me has been really fun, and I personally really enjoy it despite that. So the only way you can really know whether or not streaming is for you is by trying. And don't be afraid, and also don't expect to get viewers on the very first day of streaming. You might stream for hours and hours with no one on your stream, which is what happened to me. And it happens to plenty of people. And nowadays, I do have a bit of a community and people, you know, showing up on my streams regularly. But just try it, but try it for a while, right? Give it a proper shot to see whether or not it is something that you would enjoy. Alright, I didn't see anything wrong, so I decided to look for the password for like 20 minutes, but at least I'm done. I don't know what you're talking about, Ktosh, but okay. Should I call you Ktosh or should I call you Kinich Lover 69? I guess I will keep calling you Ktosh just because we're all used to you having that specific nickname. Oh wait, could this be where Dainsleif show up?
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
Yep, but I'm saying this just because, you know, Dainsleif always shows up out of nowhere in locations that you don't really expect him to be at. So maybe he'll show up here. I had to log on my laptop on my phone account. So right now you're on your laptop, but you're using the account that is usually on your phone. Is that what you're saying? My god, it is so complicated. Why do you have so many accounts? Oh man, I mean, I'm not criticizing. You do you. It's just too much work for me.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and Lally are waiting for us.
Yeah, so the Ktosh account is gone because I didn't know the password. Wait, what? Then Ktosh is gone? Oh no. Sad news for the Ktosh account. Oh man, but this is the problem when you have too many accounts. At some point you forget the passwords. Does that mean you will remain Kinich Lover 69 forever now?
We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by?
No, I don't believe so at all, Paimon. Which is why I mentioned maybe she gave it to him, to the Hilichurl, I mean, or she gave it to someone else and that someone else actually lost it. That could be a thing as well. Yes? Ah, well. Will you change your name to Ktosh again? You can't, right? You have to keep the name of the actual account. The only thing you can do is change your capital letters, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? I don't remember how Twitch names work.
Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Is Paimon calling our sister dumb? Which, I mean, I kind of understand, but at the same time, not nice, Paimon.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Who are you? I remember seeing you in the trailer. I can see what your eyes look like, so you're definitely Conrian. Who are you? And I like your design. When are you becoming playable? Probably never, I know, but still, I am hoping.
Who are you? What happened?
I was going to say she's very cute, but she's actually very tiny. I thought she was like a grown-up woman. But she's actually tiny. I mean, she's even shorter than the Traveler, and the Traveler is a medium height in terms of character model, so I didn't expect her to be so tiny. I guess she's kind of like Drufufu, right? Because Drufufu is also apparently not a child. She's supposed to Well, I don't know actually. Oh, right. No, we've someone mentioned she was supposed to be between 19 and 20, I think. So maybe it's the same thing for this woman. Although I guess no, never mind. This woman is at least 500 years old if she's Kandrian, right?
No, now isn't the time.
Well, I mean, a name would help, you know, the conversation.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person. But where are the monsters you're speaking of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
You just have to turn around and you will see that there is nothing.
They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
I still really see nothing behind you. Are you okay? Are you having some kind of psychotic breakdown? Are you having hallucinations, perhaps? If that's the case,
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
If you have psychological issues, I know the perfect psychiatrist. Kakanya from Reverse 1999. She can help you.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Wait, where do you intend to run?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Yes, which is why Kakanya might be useful here. Huh?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right.
Wait, what? She's seeing invisible monsters that can actually hurt her?
Quick, let's see if she's okay.
Well, I mean, if she's moaning and groaning and she's on the ground, I would say she's not okay.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
I don't know, but I like the color of her dress.
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Lady, I really don't know where the monsters are, but yeah, let me help you up first. Huh? Suddenly I can see them. Oh, bro put out the prototype Rancor. No more dull blade indeed. I mean, I feel like the prototype Rancor looks much better in terms of skin color. Or rather, the color of the weapon matches the skin of the character. I'm not talking about actual skin, I'm talking about the design of the traveler. Shit, what is this? Why is skin the same word? I mean, I know why, but never mind.
Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I am sorry, I'll take care of them.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Well, I haven't saved you yet, but yeah. Please don't make me play the okay, good.
All right. Light it up.
Oh well. Poor Risley.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
Maybe try touching the girl. Apparently, that did it for me.
It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Yep. Let's try it one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
Ah, more hand-holding in my game. How lewd. Oh, she didn't like it, I guess. Never mind. What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
Ah, she's just blushing. She's embarrassed. I mean, the hand-holding was lewd indeed. That didn't happen twice in less than 5 minutes.
I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh, didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
I mean, this Well, she's not wrong, actually, because there was nothing romantic or anything like that in the hand-holding that we just did. So Paimon is not entirely wrong. Gonna head to bed. Good night, my dude. Good night to you, Satru. And I hope that you get enough Primogems to actually get Skirk if you're still trying for her. But good night to you.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
Deirdith. I mean, I like the way it's written, but I'm not sure if I like how it's pronounced. Deirdith. I think I will manage to say it right, probably, if with enough time. No, not anymore. Are you saving that guarantee for another character then? We'll download another gacha game. Ah, I see. Fair enough. Which game are you downloading? Are you back on Honkai Star Rail for the Amphorius patch? Next patch we have Phynon, we have Saber, we have Archer, we have quite a lot of things. Sorry, I had to burp in the middle of my sentence. It was not quite very convenient. ZZZ. Oh, are you pulling for Jufufu perhaps then? If you have anything saved up on your account. Jufufu is great for Ishuan, if you plan on pulling for her. I will be pulling for Jufufu as well, if you do that. Nope. Oh, shit. Who are you pulling for then? Or are you saving for Alice or something? I'm gonna build Astra. Ah, I see. Astra is great. Honestly, she's definitely worth it. Like I said, she's allowed me to actually get 20k points in Deadly Assault. Before her, I didn't manage to get that much with my Evelyn team. So I'd say she's definitely worth building. I mean, she's lauded to be the best support in the game. So there is that. Meet your new wife. Ah, so Deirdith. This is going to be a complicated moment for me with her name. Deirdith is going to be my new wife. I mean, I'm not against it. She is cute and I like her dress. The only problem is I can see, well, right now her eyes are closed, but before that we could see that she's from Conria. And we know that everything, like anything that deals with a Conrian is bad, in the sense that every time something bad happens to them. So, I'm afraid for my new wife. I don't think she's going to stay my new wife for long. I'm interested in that red-haired girl. Red-haired girl. Yuzuha, I think is her name. Is that Yuzuha? I don't remember if she has red hair, but the upcoming characters are Alice, who's a blonde, I think, a blonde with a rapier. And the other one, I think, is a redhead, whose name is Yuzuha, if I recall correctly. But I don't know what kind of character she is. Steal your heart, my friend? Do you mean steal as in... Like, should I replace the A with an E? Like, steal your heart in the sense like... prepare your heart because something sad is going to happen to her? Because I've already had the feeling that that is indeed the case. And got Kartathea in Wuwa, so have to deal with that too. But you have Chakon now to play with your Kartathea. Might download HSR. Honestly, the next patch of HSR looks really good. I mean, I've watched the, the live stream for it, and I am very, very excited about the next patch. Whether it is the story, the event with the Fate collab, and all of that. Yep, my autocorrection didn't help. I see. I still managed to understand, don't worry.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible.
So I might have to do a bit more lewd hand-holding, I'm sorry.
So, what was the deal with those monsters just now anyway?
A good question. Unfortunately, Archer and Saber aren't voiced in English. Yeah, when I heard that, I was actually kind of sad. I mean, I have nothing against the JP voice actors, of course, but it would have been nice to have them being voiced, especially because Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and even Fate Night, both of them have actual English voiceover. So maybe it might have been too hard to get the voice actors, the English voice actors for those two characters. I don't really know why that happened. But, it is what it is. I mean, it reminds me of the collab in AFK Journey with what's their names? Lucy and Natsu from Fairy Tail. Unfortunately, they only had JP voices and not English voices either. So maybe it's common for collabs not to have English voices for some reason. Saber might be voiced in the future patches, but not Archer. Why the distinction? Is there something peculiar about Saber's English VA and Archer's English VAs? Like, why would one be voiced and not the other?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
No, we wouldn't. Never. Especially not about monsters.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have made us more monstrous than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Do you want me to carry you like a princess, maybe? Is that the whole point here? Is she trying to seduce us? Is this what is happening here? There is a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
The game is trying to make her seduce us.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around.
That way we'll be even more sad when whatever happens to her, because we know something is going to happen to her, which is already sad. Saber's VA is in the SAG community, but Archer doesn't do voice acting for games and series that doesn't consider Taiwan as a country. Oh, and HSR is a Chinese game, so... yeah, that might be a bit of a problem now. I mean, I guess in that, if that's the case, then Fate, all the Fate games, I don't know if the Fate games have English VOs, but I assume he wouldn't voice in those games if they do have VOs, but because most gacha games are Chinese, so yeah, I see. I did not know that about Archer's VA. To be fair, I don't know who Archer's VA is, but I mean, good for him for standing up for his principles, I suppose. As for Saber's VA being in the SAG community, I mean, it's way too complicated because, you know, you have the SAG members, you have Phi Core members who apparently can voice characters, even though other members cannot. I don't really understand the whole thing, but yeah. Because right now, technically speaking, if I'm not mistaken, this is a work refusal, not an actual strike. So individual actors get to choose whether or not they want to portray the characters. I mean, first and foremost, the studio that Genshin hired will attempt to contact them, and then it's up to the voice actors to decide whether they want to come back or not. From my understanding, that is how it works. But I'm not a voice actor, so my understanding can be lacking in that regards.
I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
Please tell me that you guys know that she's from Conria. I mean, she has unique eyes, right?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Well, this is Natlan. And from my understanding, Khaenri'ah was beneath Sumeru, or at least part of Khaenri'ah was beneath Sumeru. So yeah, I'd say you walked a whole lot.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Archer and Gojo have the same VA, my dude. Are you talking about the English voice actor or the Japanese voice actor? Because honestly, at this point, I think I've watched both the Japanese and the English voice acting for both Archer and Gojo. Because I tried watching Fate in Japanese as well. Not in its entirety. English. But I feel like, I mean, I'm not doubting you. It's just that I don't remember making the connection between the two myself. So I think maybe I just didn't realize is what I'm trying to say. Genshin broke Owl's trust. Yes, my trust has been broken by this game because this game keeps bringing sad stuff up all the time. And people die and all of that. I do not trust this game anymore.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Ah, you're talking about my sister. Wait, but my sister is actually, you know, a sister. I'm a brother, so, I mean, I get that there is a resemblance, but there is also a bit of a difference, you know. Who are you replying to? YouTube comments? Yes, we do have a chatter on the YouTube side.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient.
Oh? Who could that be?
The sage said that doomsday was coming.
Oh.
But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us.
Could it be Alice, perhaps? Usually I would say that Alice is kind of viewed as an omniscient type of deal. I mean, she's part of the Hexen Circle, and the Hexen Circle, they seem to know a whole lot about pretty much everything.
The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
Okay, but what about the resemblance? You said that we resemble someone, and I assume you're talking about my sister. What about her, then? Did you actually meet her? Is she your savior?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
But I mean, because did they say if the savior would be a woman or a man? Because, like, I wasn't in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, and I assume you're from Khaenri'ah from 500 years ago, somehow. But you probably don't realize that yourself, so I'm even more confused, I guess. Now, if I stay any longer, I might spoil everything. Good night, man. Good night to you. Thank you for not spoiling me. But good night to you, and have sweet dreams of our new wife, dear death. Her, right? Have sweet dreams of her. She mentioned that she got the gender wrong. She already mentioned it? Did I miss that? Hello, we'll leave soon. Welcome back, Jamie. Why are you coming and going? What's happening there? Are you okay, Jamie? Blink twice if you're not okay. Where was I? There was a sage, sage doomsday, a savior would reveal themselves. So this is kind of neutral, or rather we don't know. It made an impression, etched on my mind. Flag that I mentioned. Yeah, no, she hasn't mentioned it yet. As far as I can tell. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him.
What? He wasn't, she wasn't just, awestruck by my magnificence? Anyway, I'm leaving. Good night to you, Satoru. There happen to be unforeseen happenstances each time I attempt to visit your stream, truly. I hope you're okay. I hope nothing bad is happening. I hope you're just busy. And that's absolutely fine. But yeah, I hope you're fine.
Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
I mean, why not? I suppose it won't change much to my life, I guess.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
I think this is when she'll say that she got the wrong gender.
Everything except the gender.
Yep,
The
okay.
savior was described as a young woman.
Do you like happenstances? I mean, depends on which one. Depends on the circumstances of the happenstances, I guess.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
No, I think that's because they're just talking about my sister once again. I think I know who it is.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Yeah, I mean, we are supposed to be twins after all.
Who? Who is it?
Her name is Lumine, my sister.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness.
Is your sister a happenstance? No, my sister is a person. She's not an event or a set of circumstances.
Please, can you take me to see her?
Well, I wish I could.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Well, yeah, but she's been dodging me.
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Well, apparently it's not hard for my sister to avoid me, though. Is Lumine an accident? I don't know, you would have to ask her parents that. I hope not, though. But, I mean, accidents happen, and if Lumine is an accident, given the fact that Lumine and Aether are twins, that would mean that, that Aether is also an accident, right? But only the parents can answer that question. And I don't think anyone in this game in the last 5 years has ever mentioned anything about Aether and Lumine's parents. Hello again, sorry I was eating. Bon appetit to you. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Well, it's a bit too late for me to say bon appetit, but bon appetit nonetheless. Bon appetit, late bon appetit, there you go. But I hope you enjoyed your meal.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Are your kids accident at Aether Dad? Do you think it's an actual account? Like, do you think there is an actual Aether Dad account? Oh, it has to exist, right? I assume it exists, right? Are you French? Yes, I am indeed a French owl, indeed. Hailing from Paris, right here where it's way too hot because of the heat wave. And I will keep complaining about that damn heat wave until it goes away. Have you always believed that doomsday will come? Have you always believed that the savior will come? Let's talk about my sister a bit more.
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
That's not what I asked. I see that the game completely negated my choice.
But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Well, she's not exactly what you would expect. At least she wasn't with me, that's for sure. No, he's from Sun Owl Land. As long as it's hot here, you can say that. But soon, hopefully, it won't be hot anymore and I'll be a winter owl person. thing. I don't know what I'm saying. Is Lumine a disaster? That's kind of a mean judgment on her actions. We don't know yet, because we don't know what she's doing. We don't really understand anything, so we can't say yet.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
Why would it? We've had plenty of prophecies announcing a doomsday event, Paimon. I mean, we've had it in Fontaine. We've had it in Natlan, kind of, right? With the Abyss's attack, I guess. Where else? Well, I guess that's about it, but as far as I can remember off the top of my head. But, you know, it's kind of... yeah, I don't see how far-fetched it is. Are the twins disasters? I wouldn't say that, especially given how Ether has saved many countries by now. So, no. If you're counting Ether in it, I would say no. But once again, we can't answer as to Lumine's doings, because we don't know what she's been doing. She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order. No, she's making her cute. No.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
Yeah, but she's also, you know, she's also blushing, so I think she's just a bit embarrassed. That, yeah, Paimon, calm down. I know we've had this whole Paimon detective arc, especially when we were in Fontaine, but maybe now would be the time to drop the glasses. Who is your favorite character in Genshin and ZZZ? In ZZZ, it's easy. My favorite character is Evelyn. She's a blonde girl with wearing a red tie and a red coat that she removes during her ultimate, I think. I see her most of the time without the coat because I use her ultimate quite a lot. But never mind that. Yeah, Evelyn is my favorite character in ZZZ. As for Genshin... it's kind of a tough question. I really like Zhongli in terms of personality and story. Same thing with Neuvillette. Both of them are rather similar. And I really like both of them. But I really like Wriothesley's design because he's wearing a tie. He's a tie-wearing character. And I like his personality as well. And his past is rather dark. I really, really liked Wriothesley's backstory. So somewhere between the three of them, I guess.
What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams.
Do you mean that you've been dreaming of me?
And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
Ah, yeah, so she is indeed falling in love with us. Although it might be a bit too soon to call that. Hi, derelict, or was it dialect, maybe diabetes? Oh no. Oh no, you're doing the same thing that we're doing with Calcaro, Carlotta, and pretty much every other character. And Coca-Cola, right? What's her name? It was Barcarola, right? Oh no, she's supposed to be Barcelona, but yeah, never mind. So Deirdis is going to lose her name, isn't she?
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
I didn't think there was a limit to unbroken eye contact, but I see. I will say she's very adorable, and I'm very afraid that she's going to die at the end of the quest. You know it's going to happen.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
How do you do, diabetes? I mean, she seems okay. She seems... she seems embarrassed, I suppose, but she'll be fine. And thank you for the hydrate, Lost. Thank you very much. I will do just that. Ah, of course. Right when I go to drink, I can't because I'm supposed to read. How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now.
What I really want to do is go to the Natlan tribe, because right now we are next to the Collective of Plenty, if I'm not mistaken. Go there and see if anyone can see her. I mean, Paimon can see her as well.
Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again.
Well, I'm not leaving you here all by yourself.
If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
I don't know who the voice actress is, but I really like her voice and she's doing a very good job at being adorable. Which is a pain, because I know something bad is going to happen. And welcome back, Daedra.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Says the character who is never alone.
Girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed.
Yeah, but how much of... how helpful will she be, exactly? Like, no offense to her, but we barely know anything about her except for her name. And that's about it. And the fact that she sees invisible monsters. She'll get diabetes? Oh god, I hope not. I mean, you can live with diabetes, alright? You can live with that. I feel like something much worse is going to happen to her. What VTuber program do you use? I think I might, after all, become a VTuber. I don't actually remember the name. It is called VideoTube V. I will write it down for you. Because it's a strange name. And where is my program? VideoTube. VideoTube Mini. There you go. That's the name of the program that allows me to show you this. Although since I'm using a PNG and not an actual live 2D model, I think I could manage to do it without this. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Perhaps, maybe, not sure. But this is what I'm using right now to show that little model on the bottom left of the screen.
Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Well, I actually wanted to bring her to the Master of the Night Wind. Maybe I... What was that sound? Oh, is this going to erupt? Oh no, I'm leaving here. I'm leaving. And I completely forgot what I wanted to say. Too bad.
Let's ride. Try and stop me.
Oh, you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
Triple diabetes, by the way, Jamie. I just realized that I didn't read your message. How about double diabetes before triple one, right?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
Well, it's mostly what my sister is thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Sure.
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked, and this is... Was that thunder? No shit. That was thunder, I think, that I just heard. This is technically my sibling's fault, so...
Great. Thanks, you two.
Talk to forward sentries. I can do that. She'll get penta-diabetes, so you forgot about quadruple diabetes and went all the way to 5-time diabetes. Ah man, you really don't want her to survive, do you, Jamie?
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though.
Of course I do. Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you mean like today during this quest, then yes, I do remember. You were there when we were with Sitlali. If you mean sometime before that, then no. But let's go with of course I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
I mean, yeah, I guess you do have a point there. Diabetes to the power of 1,000. Well, I think at that point she's just dead, right? It seems suspicious though. Could this be related to their true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want.
Yeah, this is where I disagree with you, my dude, because number one, your shamans don't know everything, and more importantly, they don't have that much experience with the Abyss Order. And on top of that, even if they are not an active threat, as you put it, the cult worshipping could be part of an actual ritual that could bring even more harm in the future. You just don't know it yet. And we don't know anything yet, so I don't think we should dismiss this just yet.
Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Well, as long as you... yeah, keep positive thoughts, I guess.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, traveler.
Diabetes to the power of 999. I guess in that case she might survive.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet?
I guess so, something like that.
I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Why are you nervous? You're gonna be fine.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
I think you might be too stressed about things. It's going to be fine, I promise you.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
That is not an autograph, but I mean, why not?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Yeah, I don't know if Paimon will agree to that.
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. Am I actually going to fight him? Oh, I am. Okay. Ah.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us.
Yeah, okay, so we one-shot him. I see.
I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Hermione for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
He's going to die, isn't he? God damn it, game. I feel like a lot of people are going to die today.
Ugh, Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Your pigeon head looks like an egg? What? Do you mean my owl? It's supposed to be an owl, not a pigeon. If you're talking about the white bird... Ouch. Oh, I bumped into my desk. Shit. If you're talking about the white bird on my shoulder, it is an owl. It is a snowy owl, to be more exact. It's not a pigeon. And it's not an egg either. Although I have drawn an egg, I've just never used it on the channel because... for reasons. But I do have drawings of an egg and the bird coming out of the egg. It's just that for the purposes that I drew those things, I couldn't actually use those drawings for because the details was completely lost when I tried to upload them on Twitch. So I just gave up on that. But it is still not a pigeon. I will say that. I mean, it's in my name, right? I'm not Happy Pigeon TV. I'm Happy Owl TV. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Very well.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
Why'd you want to lodge a complaint against him? Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
Is she hungover? Did you drink last night?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
Yep.
Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless...
I mean, no, it actually makes sense. When you're hungover, you're sober. You're just getting the consequences of all the drinking. And that's it.
What I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Noise? What do you mean by that?
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
What's with all the people who are trying to join my game today? my game is usually quite quiet. But today, for some reason, plenty of people are trying to join. Except now is not the time, since I'm in the middle of the quest.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Sitlali, I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form?
Or, since we were talking about ley lines, maybe Dear Edith is actually also part of the ley lines, and that's why we saw her. And I still don't really know why we didn't see the monsters in the first place, but, well, there's something to do with the ley lines, maybe. I feel like I might be onto something here.
It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Oh god, I don't know if you heard that, but there is a thunderstorm right now.
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
We all heard that. Yeah, it was very loud. I don't know if I'll be able to keep streaming for much longer. On top of that, there will be some ads. I will try to look this up just real quick, but yeah, we might have to end stream early than anticipated.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
Ask the storm to leave. I wish I could. If Verton was with me, she could protect me. I agree it's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
You tell the two about what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Is she jealous?
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Of course it is.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior.
Well, to be fair, the people of Kandria often think that, right? That's how they saw our sister before.
That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
But she didn't tell us anything about her background. That's the thing. All she said was she was from a village far, far away. And like I said, because of her eyes, I'm inclined to believe that she's from Kandria. And like I said, people from Conria seem to see our sister as some kind of savior, so it all makes sense.
Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Oh no, I don't blame you.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Yep.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Well, right now she's alone in a cave, so,
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me, and happy too. I doubt she means us any harm. I will go with the second one. I think she really doesn't mean us any harm.
Then. Let's go check on her.
And like I said before, I also think that she might be, part of the ley lines, which would explain why we would see someone who's not supposed to be here, because for the past 500 years we've, oh god, yeah, I might have to end the stream earlier. By the way, do you know that one gadget that lets you eat food without going into your inventory? Yeah, it's the one I have equipped right now, this thing, which is why I have chicken here. But yeah, I do know of it. How do I get it? Oh god. That's an excellent question. Honestly, it's been so long that I don't really remember at this point. Let me see, what is its name? NRE menu 30? Let me see. I can look it up quickly on Google. Genshin NRE. How to get? You get the diagram by reaching level 30. No, reaching reputation level 5 in Mondstadt. That's how you get it, apparently. Wait a second. What was I looking at? Yeah. I assume you guys can hear the the rain falling, right? Let me check it actually. But of course my stream manager is dying, so no. Yeah, okay, so this is not great. Yeah, okay, so I am going to end the stream early because this is this is probably horrible to hear, and I can't do shit about it because if I close my window, then I will die of heat. So yeah, we are going to end the stream early. Deidara, I'm afraid I did not manage to to accomplish your challenge of finishing this quest in one day. But to be fair to myself, it is not on me. It is not actually my own choice. It is actually the the world that is against me. It is because of Reverse 1999. That will be my excuse, right? Because Reverse, the storm, all of that, you guys know. And what is happening? Who is this? Oh god, and now my neighbors are also making noise with windows. Not windows, doors. And oh my god, you know what? I can do something very easy. Where is the... isn't there a way to... Oh no, never mind, there isn't. I'll deal with that later on. Anyway, I will end the stream earlier and we will resume the story tomorrow for whatever time it may take us to do it tomorrow. I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'd better end the stream now. Bye, I will tune in next stream if I can. Very well, thank you very much, Last. And I'll be happy to see you there. We will stream at 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time as usual tomorrow. Don't die. I won't, I think. I hope. We should be fine. But yeah, we'll resume the quest tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the follows as well. It was very lovely. And I shall see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.